Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Dnyaneshwari Geeta. Okay? Geeta has been told by Shri Krishna and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is telling the Dnyaneshwari. Now, you see, Apure Madamachala Pratishtham Samudra Mapa Pravishanti Yadvat. Tadvat Kamayam Pravishanti Sarve Shanti Mapnoti Na Kamakami. I'm trying to read slowly, I'm sorry. Because since early childhood, in Hindi also I told this one. Apurimanam achal pratishtam samudramapa pravishanti yadvat tadvat kamayam pravishanti sarve sat shantim apnoti na kama kami. Means what? That if you happen to be living near the sea or ocean, you just go have a deep, go inside 10 feet, come up, come back. Then you realize that through all the sides, up and down, north, east, west, south, then northeast, northwest, north. So and all these things. Okay, if you happen to be knowing the Sanatan Dharma, then there are 10 sides, for example. So from all the sides, you see only water, and you see the water at the same time. The ocean is as such that there are so many rivers coming and merging with the ocean. Still, it doesn't leave its around the earth that the the oceans are there, but it doesn't leave its limits. You don't see that ocean is coming to Nagpur and shaking hand with me. No, it is living there, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai, Kanyakumari, Cochin, and all these places. So it doesn't leave its limits. That's how the Sthita Prajna, the person who happens to be merged with the God all the times, live a life. There are many a times he listened to so many facts and figures and so many bad mouth is there about him and all those things are there, but he still remains calm, quiet, and he follows his own path and lives a life which is independent of all these things. He gets devoted to God all the times. Now you see what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj has to say. पार्था अणिकही परी तो जाणो येईल अवधारी जैसी अक्षोभता सागरी अखंडित. The ocean doesn't become angry and they come and shake hand with the your head of the state in the maybe in Delhi or maybe in and I hope you understand. So it doesn't leave its mark. Now the ocean's mark has been raising because of the melting of ice and all those things. There are people who will always poke you. At that time they tell him that okay, it might increase with 6 meters or 10 meters or something like that. It also happened earlier. Okay, so it might increase, but at the same time the example is also only is for example only. These are not complete example that will fulfill your needs to understand. It is just an example. The ocean doesn't leave its mark. Okay, like that सीता प्रज्ञ lives. जरी सरिता होग समस्त परिपूर्ण होऊन मिळतं तरी अधिक न ईशत मर्यादा. So न संडी. So oceans do not leave their limitations even after so many rivers are meeting him, coming and merging with him. ना तरी ग्रीष्मकाळी सरिता शोषणी जाती समजता परी न्यून नव्हे पार्था समुद्र जैसा. Means during the hot summer, rivers might get evaporated, but it doesn't happen with the oceans. तैसा प्राप्ती रिद्धी सिद्धी तयासी शोभू नाही बुद्धी आणि न पवता न बाधी अघृती तयाते. Means we are fighting only the external battle. For example, if you are common man, we are trying to pay our bills, we are trying to do this, do that, this one, that. The sadhus and sannyasi they are doing all these things, but if they happen to be the true sadhu and sannyasi and real paramarthi, there is an inside battle as well. Riddhi siddhi, they get a lot of powers if they speak, and that will happen, and then they might get entangled into that. I said that and that happened, have you seen my power, something like that. But no, the sthita prajna doesn't do all these things. They say, oh, these may happen, these may come and go. They don't bother about all these things. They remain one with the God. Okay, ठीक है. Now next. सांगे सूर्याचा घरी प्रकाशू काय वाती वेरी किम न लविजे तरी अंधारी कोंडेल तो. नाव इन प्लेस ऑफ द दिया I shall give the example of torch. That you are living on the sun. Will you search the thing with the torch? No, because itself is light, enlightened. So like that, these enlightened people live a very good life. They don't have to search anything. Oh, is it like that? Oh. They understand what is happening. Something is wrong, they understand. They might not go in depth and find, they don't waste their energy on what is happening and all those things. They will invest time on these good things only. Because riddhi because then they waste time. तैसा प्राप्ती रिद्धी सिद्धी त्याचे शोभू नाही बुद्धी आणि न पावतावादी अगृती देहाते. सांगे सूर्याच्या घरी प्रकाशू काय वातीविरी किंग न लावीचे तरी अंधारी कोंडेल को. देखे रिद्धी सिद्धी त्यापरी आली गेली से न करी तो विगंतुला असे अंतरी मासुकी. सो ही डझंट लुक ॲट ऑल दिस थिंग्स. ही रिमेन वन विथ द गॉड ओनली. तो आपुलीने नागरपणे इंद्र भुवना ते पावळे इट शुड बी म्हणे तो केवी रंजे पाली वणे भिल्लांचे. Whether he is living in jungle or having the Indra Singhasan he is getting, he is becoming king or he is becoming living in jungle, it doesn't matter. He is always one with the God. So there are people who will poke you. Oh, you are a philosopher, they will poke you with your pin. They will make you jobless. They will make you throw stones on you. They will do all kinds of things to check whether you are really a good person or not. Who has given them that authority? I don't understand. But this is happening since Rama, Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna's own maternal uncle was going to kill him. In Tukaram Maharaj was, he was made to sit on the donkey and he was taken into his own town, in fact. Dnyaneshwari Maharaj was not given food. Who has given this authority to them? We don't understand. जो अमृतासी ठी ठेवी तो जैसा कांजी न सेवी तैसा स्वसुखानुभवी न भोगी रिद्धी. Those who are all the time entangled and engrossed in the God and becoming immortal all the time, all the time. Soul meeting with soul, he becomes soul and it is infinite living, not body, soul. So he's all the time having Amrit, the nectar. Then why is going to drink fantastic things and why he'll be quarreling about all these things? And why is going to fulfill this and that desire of himself or anyone else? पार्था नवल हे पाही जे ते स्वर्ग सुख लेखनीय नाही ते तर रिद्धी सिद्धी काय प्राकृत होते. Because स्वर्ग सुख and नरक सुख, I mean at the end of the day it is here only. You feel happiness and dishappiness means in fact sorrow here itself. And above that riddhi siddhi, they are battling inside, battling outside, and still they remain one with the God. Sthita prajna. Viha kamanya sarvan pumascharati nispaham nirmamo nirankara sashanti madhigacchati. So he gets rid of all this ichha and akanksha and all those things, his wishes and all those things. ऐसा आत्मबोधे तोषला तो जो परमानंदे पोखला तोची स्थितप्रज्ञ झाला ओळखतो. Those are happy inside, happy outside, doing the work with as if the work of the God and making everybody happy with doing the most proper things, best thing with everybody. And it happens that their work is better than others. There are people, I have seen them. तो अहंकार दंडुनी सकळ काम सांडुनी विचरे विश्व होनी विश्वाची माझे. So he gets rid of egotism and ego and all those things. And he wanders everywhere and does all the work. At the end of the life, what happens? Let us see. Isha Brahmi Sthiti. Partha Nainam Prape Vimuheti. Sthitva Syat Antakalopi. Brahma Nirvana Mruchati. When you can recite it without looking at, then it becomes difficult to read sometimes. Isha Brahmi Sthiti. Partha Nainam Prape Vimuheti. Sitva Sanantakalepi Brahma Nirvana Mruchati. Okay? So when you have become one with the God, you live in that Brahmi Sthiti. At that time, while you die, it has been claimed by many sadhus and saints that you feel a lot of, lot of efforts that the soul has to leave this body. You feel, you get a lot of what can I say, you get a lot of sorrow while leaving this soul. But when you become sthita prajna, you don't have to face that sorrow. That that efforts and all those things are not required, because you die in the brahmananda only. You are one with the god, you are sthita prajna, and you die like that only. So somebody asks, so do you meditate and die? There are people who are living in a normal life. They are not interfering in God. मारिए जेवते गेले तेवते निवांत चिगिले ऐसे पानी ऐसे होगा. So as the life comes, they go away, means walk with them. And there are people, enlightened soul, who died in the hospital. There are people who died in the jungle. There are many possibilities are there. But while they were dying, their death was, during the death also, they were in the utmost joy of Brahmananda, being a Sthita Prajna. One day someone asked, sir, how could you do 5 years work in one day? I give you an example. You see, when I was working in one manufacturing company, R&D, once what happened, I'm giving this example again. Somebody asked, and that is why I'm saying, because otherwise it comes under egotism. I, me, myself. So the whole department went for training. Now I remember, yesterday I said something happened, now I remember. So now somebody, there was something that was coming from Bombay, Jaipur and some other place. I had to go on the Octranaka, pay the tax and bring him to the company. So my boss said, nobody is there, Ashish, you go and come day after tomorrow. I said, why? I shall go at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock the office opens, and 10 o'clock I shall come to office. He looked at me like this. I didn't realize why he looked at me like this. So I went there 8 o'clock, paid the Octra fees, told the address to these people. They already knew because they were regularly coming to the factory. And then I came to the factory at 10 o'clock. And my boss said, you didn't go there? I said, I went at 8 o'clock and came at 10 o'clock. You fool. I said, why? People go there, does the work get the work done, the trucks come over here, and people go for the, buying the grocery and all those things. They do work at home and they come next day. I said, I cannot do that. Once I devoted to work over here, I shall do that only. Once I am at home, I shall do those work. So he said, you are a fool. I mean, I got the best employee over so many places because of that. But it is because since early childhood, we are taught like that from my parents, the people around us, and the grandparents and all these people. I'm thankful to them. Even Sadhguru and people living with him as well. Okay, so that's how the people who are enlightened soul, they do better things than me. In fact, there are people. Okay, so Asia Brahmistiti. Where were we? We have common Asia Brahmistiti. Parthanena Prapayumati, Sitvasa Kamantagal, Brahmadivar Muchiti. So at the end of the life also, you remain one with the God, and you leave this body, and still you remain all the times one with the God, become immortal, because you have merged with the immortal, hence you become immortal. Now you cannot separate that Jivatma from Paramatma, because this is the ocean where the Jivatma has been merged with. Okay, and that's how you achieve Brahmistiti. Try understand what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj and Sri Krishna has to tell. He Brahmistiti Nissima, Je Anubhavita Nishkama Patale Parabrahma Anase. So you achieve this Brahmistiti and you have become one with the God, and that is how the Parabrahma Sthiti is there. Parabrahma lives, in fact, all the times. It is infinite, all the times present, immortal. Okay? जे चिद्रूपी मिळता देहांतीची व्याकुळता आड ठाको न शके चित्ता प्राज्ञा जया. So that is, you become one with the God, and you do not feel the dehantichi vakuta, means when your body is dying, you don't feel that much sorrow at that time. It happens easily, and you become merged with the God. Even while you are dying, Even when your body has gone, still you remain one with the God. तेची स्थिती सोमुखे श्रीपती सांगत अर्जुनाप्रती संजय म्हणे. God himself, who is Paramatma, is telling to Arjuna, and now Sanjay character has come. Sanjay is telling all these things. I say कृष्ण वाक्य ऐकले तेथे अर्जुने म्हणे म्हणितले आता अमुचियाची काजा आले उपपत्ती या. Now Shri Krishna is telling all these things. Again Arjun becomes a small child, and now I am going to ask him everything. I do not want to lose him any time in my life, because I know by now he is Paramatma Swarup. जे कर्मजात आगवे एथ निराकारीले देवे तरी पारुषले म्या झुंजा म्हणून या. You are telling me to just to fight, huh? I don't want to lose you. You tell me this thing and I'm going to fight, and if I kill someone because of your power, and then again you are going to blame me and I might lose you. So please, come to senses and tell. I mean, a child is speaking to the mother. ऐसा श्री अच्युताची या बोला चित्ती धनुधरू वाईला आता प्रश्न करेल भरा आशंकोनी आहे. सो द चाइल्ड अर्जुन इज गोइंग टू आस्क हिज मदर लाईक श्रीकृष्ण, अँड आय एम गोइंग टू टेल यू ब्युटिफुल लँग्वेज. तो प्रसंग असे नागरू जो सकळ धर्मास यागरू किम विवेकामृत सागरू प्रांतहीनो. अँड दॅट श्रीकृष्ण वेअर ही इज प्रेझेंट एव्हरीवेअर, ही कॅन गो ॲज अ किंग एनीवेअर, अँड ही इज दी authority to tell, and he is going to tell all these things, and I am going to repeat those things. जो आपण सर्वज्ञ नाथू निरूपित होईल श्री अनंतू ते सांगत ज्ञानदेव सांगेल मातू निवृत्तीदासू. मीन्स that Shri Krishna who knows everything, he is infinite God, and whatever he is going to tell, the servant of Nivrutti, Jnandev is going to tell. Jnandev is going to tell. Okay, so he always says and said, I am Nivruttida, so I am servant of Nivruttida, Nath, servant of the Sadguru. That's how these people, enlightened soul, are so humble. Because if you leave the humbleness, then egotism, I, me, myself, this, that, everything gets attached. Okay? So let us try to remain one with the God. Become yogi, become bhakta, as told over here, and try to become sthita prajna throughout our life, and leave this body becoming one with the God as told over here. And let us pray to the God that is how I want to leave my body. Thank you very much. इति श्री भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुन संवादे ज्ञान संन्यास योगो नाम द्वितीय अध्याय. There were 375 OVA in fact, and 72 Shlok or here verses. Om Shri Satchidananda Paramastu. Thank you very much.